to me on a summer breeze. Keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're...
G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees, which is an absolute classic. Now in this lesson, I'm going to teach you two different ways of playing this song. The first way is the easy strummed version, and the second method I'm going to teach you is using the exact same chords, but it's a fingerpicked method that sounds a little bit more laid back and sounds great on the acoustic guitar. For the basics of this song, you will just need your guitar and standard tuning, and you will need a capo on the first fret of your guitar. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve in your guitar in general, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so I'm going to start by showing you the easy strummed version. And then in the second half of the video, I'll show you how you can use these chords and fingerpick them with a percussive picking pattern to sort of strip it back and make it sound really nice acoustically. We're going to start with the D chord, and then we're going to go to a D major 7. So it's just the index finger barring across the second frets of the third, second, and first strings. And then we're going to play a G major 7. So to play this, index on the third fret of the sixth string, ring and pinky finger on the fourth frets of the fourth and third string, and your middle finger here will go on the third fret of the second string. So you want to keep that fifth string muted, and you can do that by lightly resting your index finger across all the other strings except for the sixth string, of course, which we'll be pushing down. So that's G major 7, and then we have a G/A. So from this position, just slide your ring finger up one fret to the fifth fret relative to the capo, then middle finger on the fourth fret of the third string, index finger on the third fret of the second string, and we're just going to be playing the middle four strings, and we're going to have the open fifth string here. So just the middle four strings, so keep the sixth and first string muted. So that's G/A, which is a G major chord with an A in the bass. Now in terms of strumming pattern, I'm going to give you a really nice and easy strumming pattern. Anytime there's one chord in a single bar, you can just play down, down, up, down, up. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, up. So that's it for the intro, which sounds like this. Next we get to the verse. Now the verse has quite a few chords here. So we're going to start with the D, and then we're going to go to an F# minor 7. So it's our index finger barred across the full second fret, but we'll have our ring finger here on the fourth fret of the fifth string. So that's F# minor 7. Now if this is too difficult for you to play, then you could also try this shape. So middle ring and pinky finger on the second frets of the fourth, third, and second string, and index finger on that second fret of the sixth string, and keep that fifth string muted. So that's another F# minor 7, but this way is probably better. Now if you're having troubles with that bar, then just try tilting your index finger 15 degrees. So you're pushing down on the bony part of your finger, and that should help. The other thing is you don't want your thumb up here or to the side when you're trying to bar, because it's going to make it almost impossible. You want your thumb to be in the middle of this bar chord position. So I have my thumb right here in between my index finger and my ring finger. Now anytime there's two chords within a bar, those two chords are within one strumming pattern, and that strumming pattern is quite simple. It's down, down, up, down, down, up. And the point at which we change chords is on the 3 beat. So the D to the F# minor 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... For our next bar, we have E minor 7. So it's the same as an E minor, but we just have our ring finger here on the third fret of the second string. Then we go to a B7, so middle, ring and pinky finger on the second frets of the 5th, 3rd and 1st string. And then your index finger goes on the 1st fret of the 4th string. So that's B7. So the second bar. And then for the 3rd bar, we go back to our E minor 7 and then F sharp 7. So it's the same as our F sharp minor 7, except we're putting our middle finger down on that 3rd fret of the 3rd string. So the 3rd bar. And then we go to our G/A chord that we had in our intro. And since this chord is by itself, that means we're just playing that strumming pattern that we had in the intro for it. So down, down, up, down, up. And that's it for the first line of chords. Now for the second line of chords, our first bar is the same, so the D to the F sharp minor 7. Then we go to a B minor 7. So it's the same shape as that F sharp 7, but we just move everything down one string. So the same as a B minor effectively, but we lift our pinky finger. Now this is contained within one bar, so we're going to play that for the full bar strumming pattern. Then E minor 7 for a full bar, and then our G/A for a full bar. And that's it for the verse, which sounds like this. Next we get to the pre-chorus. Again, there's 2 lines of chords here. So we're going to start with our G major 7 for 1 full bar, F sharp minor 7 for 1 full bar, E minor 7, and then a C9. So the C9 is the same as the C add 9, but we're going to move our ring and pinky finger up 1 string. And we're just going to focus on the middle 4 strings. So 6th and 1st string are muted. And then for the second line of chords, we go back to our F sharp minor 7 and then our G/A. Every chord is played for a full bar, so we're just using that long strumming pattern. So the pre-chorus will sound like this. The next section we need to learn is the chorus. So we have a D, then we have a D major 7, a G major 7, and then we go to a G minor 6. So to play that, we're going to shift our positions a little bit. So play a G chord, but then what you're going to do is move your ring and pinky finger up 1 string, and then your index finger will go onto the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So that's G minor 6. And your 5th string is muted there. Each chord is held out for a full strumming pattern. For our second line of chords, we have D, then an A minor/C. So it's the same as an A minor chord, except you'll take your pinky finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And then we have B7 for 2 strumming patterns. The third line of chords, E minor, and then our G minor 6 one more time. So we're just going to be using that 1 strumming pattern the whole way through, and the chorus sounds like this. So that's the chorus. Now, the only other part that we need to learn for this song is the break. Now, the break is really simple. It's just D to F sharp minor 7. So similar to what we had in the verse. And then we go to a G/A for 2 bars. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's it for the break. Now in terms of structure, this is how the song goes. We have an intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then we have a break, another chorus, so the fourth chorus, and then another break and another chorus after that. Now in the playthrough at the end of the song, I'm just going to be playing up until the end of the fourth chorus. I'm not going to be doing that extra break and extra fifth chorus. And that's all you need to learn for the easy strummed version. Okay, so now let's take a look at the finger-picked version. Now, we're going to be using all the same chords that I showed you in the easy strummed version. So nothing changes from a fretting point of view. The only thing that changes is how we're going to apply our right hand. Let's start with the intro. Now, for any chord that's played through for a full bar, this is our typical picking pattern. We're going to be using all our fingers here. So our thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. Now, our general rule of thumb is that if you're playing with a 4-string chord like a D or a D major 7, you'll be hitting the bass note, the 4th string with your thumb, and then the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings with your index, middle, and ring finger. So we'll be pinching on the 1 beat and then a percussive slap on the 2 beat. Now to do that, you just drop the side of your thumb onto the strings like that. And the noise will actually occur from the strings hitting the fret strip as you do that slap. So you don't want this motion to be slow. You want a little bit of velocity there, and that way you'll get that muted slap. When you do your muted slap, you also want to slap your fingers back into position right underneath the strings that they're going to be plucking. The reason for this is that if you slap like this, then it's going to be inefficient because you're going to need to pull your fingers up. When we slap, we put our fingers right into their home positions. Because right after the slap on the 2 beat, you're going to have to pinch again on the end beat after the 2. And then on the end beat after the 3, we'll just be using our index, middle, and ring finger to pluck our 3 notes, and then one more slap on the 4 beat. So that's our typical picking pattern. Pinch, slap, pinch, claw, slap. And the timing is going to be consistent as well. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can apply that to the D minor 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now when we go to any other chord shape that has a 5th or a 6th string bass note, we're now going to move our index, middle, and ring finger up to the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And we're going to use our thumb either on the 5th or 6th string, depending on whatever chord it is. So for this G major 7, we're going to be using our thumb on the 6th string, and we're going to be plucking the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings here. The picking pattern and the timing is identical. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then when we go to our G/A, the bass note is the 5th string, remember? So we're going to be using our thumb on the 5th string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that's it for the intro. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next we get to the verse. Now again, all the chord shapes are identical to the chord shapes that I taught you in the easy strummed version. So I'm not going to go over all the finger placements again. You can see the finger placements in the fretboard diagram. Now, when there's 2 chords within a bar, our picking pattern changes. Now, our picking rules are going to stay the same in terms of what strings we're plucking, but the rhythm is actually changing here. So where there's 2 chords within a bar, we're going to be pinching on the 1 beat. So the D is a pinch of the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. Slap on the 2 beat, and then go to our 2nd chord, and we're going to be pinching on the 3 beat, and slapping on the 4 beat. And it's as simple as that for any bar that has 2 chords. Pinch on the 1, slap on the 2, pinch on the 3, slap on the 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that's going to apply for the next 2 bars where we go E minor, slap, B7, slap, and then we go back to E minor 7, F sharp 7, and then when we go to our G/A, remember for any chord that's played for a full bar, we're going to go back to that picking pattern that I showed you in the intro. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's it for the first line tab for the verse, which sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So for the second line of tab, we play that D and the F sharp minor 7 for the first bar. For the second bar, we go to our B minor 7. For the B minor 7, we're returning back to that full bar picking pattern. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then E minor 7 for a full picking pattern, and then our G/A for a full picking pattern. So that's it for the verse, which sounds like this in total. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next we get to the pre-chorus. Again, there's 2 lines of tab. We're playing our G major 7 for the full picking pattern, the F sharp minor 7 for a full picking pattern, the E minor 7 for a full picking pattern, and then our C9 for one picking pattern. Then the second line of tab is the F sharp minor 7 for one picking pattern, and then the G/A. So we're only using the long picking pattern here, and the pre-chorus sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next we get to the chorus, which has 3 lines of tab here. And again, we're only using the long picking pattern for all the chords. So we have our D, D major 7, G major 7, G minor 6. Second line of chords is D, A minor/C, B7, B7, E minor 7, and G minor 6. So the chorus in total sounds like this, picked. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the only other part for the finger picking version that we need to learn is that break. So we have the D to the F sharp minor 7. There's 2 chords in that bar, so we're going to use that altered picking pattern. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then G/A for 2 of the longer picking patterns. So the break, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those are all the parts for the finger picked version. Again, all the chord shapes remain the same. It's just the method in which I'm playing those chords. So now I'll be doing 2 playthroughs of the song. The first playthrough will be the finger picked version, which is slightly harder. And then the second playthrough I'm going to do is the easy strummed version using the exact same chords. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to these playthroughs. Feel free to play these back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Touch me in the pouring rain, and the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave, and it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Cause my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Na 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 na. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here. Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.